Welcome to Van Morrison. This is our home. We have been living in him for about 3 months. Yeah, about 3 months. So it's been awesome. We're loving it so far. We are in, where is this?
Wenatchee
National Forest in Washington, and it is totally beautiful. We did a non-moved-in van tour a couple of months ago and got some people very frustrated that we weren't moved in yet. So now you cannot be frustrated, and this is our totally moved-in van tour.
So we've kind of broken it in over the last few months.
Yeah.
We kind of know the ropes a little bit now, and so we'll show you.
Let's rock and let's roll.
I love the amount of space that we have for the kitchen. We have a huge counter. I mean, considering most kitchens and vans. We have a sink over here. We have this cover for it that also doubles as a cutting board, so that's really nice. We don't have to store this, and surprisingly this doesn't like slip around too when we're driving. Like, it actually stays here really nicely. Our sink is pretty small, but it does what it needs to. And then we have a pump faucet, and the clean water actually comes from over there, which we'll show in a second. And the gray water goes down to a little tank right here. Next we have our fridge, which is an ARB fridge, super energy efficient. I think it only clicks on about 3 or 4 times a day to keep everything cool, which is super nice because we have pretty limited power source. We can fit about 5 days worth of food in here, which is super surprising. I thought it would be a lot smaller than that, but that's really nice. It keeps everything nice and cool and doesn't use too much power. This kind of happened by accident, but it's a really nice little pull-out compartment for our trash. All of our recycling goes in this bag, and then any of our trash goes here. We try to keep our trash as minimal as possible, but there's not really a way we can compost in the van, so we're doing our best, but we're recycling as much as we can. And then lastly, we have our clean water under here, along with some extra other things. We keep our propane down here, which I'll talk about in a second. And then all of our drawers are kind of just random stuff. All of our bathroom stuff right here, our silverware in here, and all of our cooking utensils. And then any of our like spices and tea and vitamins and medicine and that kind of thing in here. Oh, and I forgot, we also have all of our mugs and cups pretty much up here, along with any of our soaps. So we use Dr. Bronner's for our dishes so that it's biodegradable, because we do dump our water out. And then some other different like spray cleaning and random stuff like that. So this is the stove. It's really nice and aesthetic, so I like that. The propane hooks up here, and then you just turn it on and you can have it going. You can change the different settings and everything too. And we actually usually use it inside. We've never actually used it outside. But as long as we put our little fan on, we feel pretty good about having it on inside. The rest of our food is stored in our pantry, which is in a little secret compartment under our bench. So we have lots of space in here for any other food that doesn't need refrigerated. So bread, beans, grains, nuts, all of that stuff. And then we also have some like olive oil and coconut oil and our bigger appliances. So we have our big coffee grinder, which made the cut, and then we also have our rice cooker, which we use as well a lot. And then we can just stick this cover back on and sit down, have a comfy little place to sit. And this actually folds down to make our table. And we actually wanted to extend it so it has this little extension thing. And we can sit here, have dinner, work, whatever. We don't use this too often because a lot of times when we're working in coffee shops and places like that, and I've started liking eating just in our driver's seats up at the front because I think they're comfy. But if we do want an actual table, a place to sit, maybe play a game or something like that, we have this table. We have some more drawers up here in addition to our pantry. So all of our dishes and bowls and pots and pans and stuff like that go in these drawers. So we have pretty much all of our eating dishes and some of our mixing bowls and stuff like that in here. We have our pots and pans and some extra, like our Magic Bullet and our Yeti and stuff like that in here. This is kind of our random hodgepodge of things. So like wine glasses, the rest of our magic bullet stuff, I think some Tupperware, water bottles, random stuff like that. And then we have our coffee stuff in here. So everything coffee related goes in this drawer. Our battery is powered by two 100-watt solar panels up on the roof. And this is a 1400-watt battery, so it can hold a lot of power. It powers our fridge, which is super energy efficient, like I said, but also still needs a lot of power. It charges all of our electronics, our phones, our laptops, our batteries for our camera and stuff like that. And then it also powers anything else like our lights, which turn on, which are these LED lights in the ceiling, which are really, really pretty. And then also our fan right here, which will just even go right now. I don't think it's plugged in. Before we move out of the kitchen area, I do want to talk a little bit about some of the personal things that you might have seen. So this right here is a great example of the effort that we're putting into making the van really cozy. One of our good friends, his name is Jay Wiggins. I'll put all of his info in the description box below. He is an artist and he just offered to paint, draw, whatever this is, for us. So we sent him a picture and he made this and we framed it and put it right here. So check him out. He has some really, really cool stuff. We love his style and it's really cool to have something really personal to us right here. Some other things that we've done, we have these prints, which if you've seen our apartment tour, we had these exact same prints in our apartment. So that's really cool that we got to keep something from our apartment. And then lastly, we have you've seen us on Instagram, you might have seen some of this stuff. We have all of our stickers on this door. Our national park stickers are going up here. So we've now been to Big Bend, Badlands, and Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore. That made the cut, the Lakeshore. And then any other brands that we're coming across that we think look really cool. Welcome to the back of our van. This is our bed. Our mattress is made of a bunch of memory foam mattress pads smashed together. And so it's really comfy. It's not super thick, but we're totally okay with it. And then right here is where we keep all of our clothes and different things like that. So in here is where Christian keeps all of his clothes. In here is where I keep my clothes. And then we have all of our like sweatshirts and jackets and winter clothes and towels and laundry in this one. This last one is more for any like office stuff, camera stuff, different things like that. We have different like mail in here, just random stuff. But this is kind of where our life happens a little bit. And here's the garage. This is where we keep everything else. So our bikes go back here, yoga mat, hiking boots, any storage for like extra blankets and extra clothes and things like that that we don't need on a regular basis. Instruments go back here. We have our like luggage back here. We have our tools so we can fix the van. So pretty much everything back here that we don't necessarily need on a regular basis or is super big and can't fit up there.
That is our van. That's our home. So I hope you liked it. If you want to see more videos like this, we put them out quite a bit. So go ahead and subscribe. That would be awesome. We are going to be putting out a video a week just about our life, talking about minimalism, van life, all the other things that we're doing, and then probably a vlog, at least a couple, every other week or so.
Yeah.
So some vlogs. So anyway, subscribe up if you like videos like this. That would be awesome.
We would love to have you along for the ride. No pun intended.
Nice. We were actually just stopped by a couple of park rangers here who were very sure that we had spent the night here. We didn't spend the night here. We got here like 45 minutes ago. I feel like with a van like this, it's easy to blame though. It's easy to blame like you guys spent the night here or you kidnapped children, like accusations like that. So I feel like we might get broken into or towed or ticketed or angry at us more than we deserve.
Yeah, probably.
That's like racial profiling, but the van version.
The van version, yeah, that's true. There's already been a little bit. We had one guy who like came after us with a baseball bat because he thought we weren't supposed to be there.
We also had a cop stop us because he wanted to check out our van.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, whatever though. We won't let it get us down.
We won't.
We can overcome.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.